السماء فتصبح صعيدا زلقا أو يصبح ماؤها غورا فلن تستطيع له طلبا وأحيط بثمره فأصبح يقلب كفيه على ما أنفق فيها وهي خاوية على عروشها ويقول يا ليتني لم أشرك بربي أحدا ولم تكن له فئة ينصرونه من دون الله وما كان منتصرا هنالك الولاية لله الحق هو خير ثوابا وخير عقبا.
Okay. 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 First of all, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay. Right. Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, Allahumma sholli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad. So ladies and gentlemen, as we are going to begin soon, please prepare yourself and kindly reminder for you guys to focus on this Zoom meeting and focus on your mobile phone to silent mode to avoid any interruption. So firstly, I want to ask for the other speaker, for Mr. Cucu and also Teh Kak Nayera. Are you guys here? Let me check. Okay. Pak Cucu here. Thank you so much, Bapak, for coming to this Zoom meeting, and for Kak Naira. Okay. Right. I think that we can start to join the session about this meeting. So I'm so sorry for the late because we're waiting for the participant to come to the meeting. So thank you so much once again to every people who come to this Zoom meeting. Wait. Right. Okay. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, the background of this activity actually for this sharing session to empower the community, to empower people to realizing the independent society, to explore the potential and also the knowledgeable about physical and mental health based on Islamic perspective. But before all, ladies and gentlemen, let's start our activity with Bismillahirrahmanirrahim first. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, because we have to remember that everything that we did today, especially in Ramadan. We'll always remember that Allah will guide us to the right path if we have a good niyyah. So before we start our activity, I want to ask amazing people to read Quran. So please do the Quran reader untuk pembaca Quran. You can start to read the Quran right now. Dipersilahkan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A'udzu billahi minasy syaithanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. يا أيها الذين آمنوا
We're waiting for. Oke, saya menunggu kepada calon pembaca Quran. Dipersilahkan untuk segera untuk membaca Qurannya. Waktu dan tempat saya persilahkan.
Suara saya tidak terdengar. Halo?
Sudah, silakan, Rijal.
Oh, barusan sudah dimulai, Pak. A'udzu billahi minasy syaithanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Okay, maybe for Rizal, there's something like a trouble, so I think that after Rizal confirmed that he can start to read Quran, we will let him to start to read Quran.
Halo?
Itu lagi ngaji Rijalnya.
Ya ayyuhalladzina amanu idza qila lakum tafassahu fil majalis إذا قيل لكم تفسحوا في المجالس فافسحوا يفسح الله لكم وإذا قيل انشزوا فانشزوا يرفع الله الذين آمنوا منكم والذين أوتوا العلم درجات والله بما تعملون خبير. والله بما تعملون خبير. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الذين آمنوا وتطمئن قلوبهم بذكر الله. ألا بذكر الله تطمئن القلوب. الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات طوبى لهم وحسن مآب. وعملوا الصالحات طوبى لهم وحسن مآب. صدق الله العظيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Okay. Firstly, thank you so much for Rizal yang sudah membacakan. Saya akan berbicara dengan dua bahasa sekaligus ya, karena ada foreigner, orang berbahasa tidak berbahasa berbahasa Inggris, juga ada juga teman dari Mesir yang ada di sini. So please let me speak in English. And firstly, saya meminta maaf. So sorry for the trouble, like the issue. Jadi saya meminta maaf untuk kesalahan teknis di awal tadi, saya tidak mendengar suaranya. And thank you so much for the reminder. So let's start our activity with, introducing our amazing people here in our sharing session, to Bapak Cucu and also Teh Nayera from Egypt. So I think that you guys can start to, unmute your microphone. Okay. Halo Teh Nayera, Assalamualaikum. Okay. Hi. Firstly, I want to say sorry for the connection and so on and so forth. Firstly, because there's a problem audio. So welcome to this Zoom meeting, Nayera. If you want to introduce yourself, you can start to simply and kindly introduce yourself.
Thank you, Maulidya. Thank you all for being here in this session. And to introduce myself, my name is Nayera Subaih. I'm originally from Egypt, and I live in Cairo, the capital city of Egypt. And I'm here living in Bandung for my master's degree in ITB. And my major is ceramic art. Thank you.
Right. Thank you so much once again to come to our meeting. So firstly, okay, maybe you're waiting for Pak Cucu to also start to introduce himself. So thank you so much once again to every people who come to our meeting, to every people who also start to aware and realize about how important mental health is. I hope everything going to be well today, because I hope there's no connection issues and so on and so forth, because we are start to do a Zoom meeting right now. So okay, I think that we can start to our question and sharing session. Okay. Okay, to Kak Nayera. Firstly, Nayera say that you are, today is live in Bandung, but there's certain different culture in our in Indonesia as a Muslim in Indonesia, as a Muslim in Egypt. Probably can start to sharing a super probably short story about you, how you can start to come to Indonesia, like the story about why.
Why I came to Indonesia from the first place. Yeah. Well, first of all, this is not my first visit to Indonesia. Before I came here in a volunteering program for teaching Arabic in the school, and in Jakarta actually for 2 months. And we were like visiting places, and one of the cities I visited that time was Bandung. So yeah, I just fell in love with Bandung. The weather, the nature, everything about it. So yeah, after a few years, like I wanted to come back again. And this was that opportunity to apply in ITB for master degree, and things worked out, alhamdulillah. So yeah, here I am in Bandung again.
Oke, alhamdulillah. So Kak Nayera tadi berkata bahwa bukan pertama kali datang ke Indonesia, dan ada banyak hal yang menjadi penyebab Kak Nayera datang ke sini gitu. Salah satunya adalah alhamdulillahnya bisa kuliah juga di ITB gitu, teman-teman. So I think that I'll start to speak in bahasa Inggris also, because Kak Nayera juga alhamdulillah sudah mulai bisa mempelajari bahasa Indonesia sedikit-sedikit. Is that right?
Ya, sedikit.
Iya. Oke, alhamdulillah. Sekali lagi semoga sesi perkenalan ini bisa dimulai dengan baik. Kita akan mulai ke beberapa pertanyaan-pertanyaan yang semoga bisa menarik perhatian teman-teman. And I'll start to ask Kak Nayera about several questions. So please kindly remind me, mohon diberitahukan lagi jikalau ada kesalahan teknis atau saya tidak mendengar karena audio dan lain sebagainya. Thank you so much for the reminder. So, right, I think that we can start to our very first question to Kak Nayera Subaih, who lives in Indonesia. So today we're going to talk about the super amazing sharing, session about mental health in Islamic perspective. So the very first question for Kak Nayera is going to be regarding the sadness philosophy, regarding the stress or mental health philosophy, in your opinion as a Muslimah. So can you tell us about what is sadness to you, Kak Nayera?
Okay, from my opinion, yeah, like sadness often occurs at the same time as other feelings comes, like such as anger, stress, guilt, grief, anxiety, or hopelessness. Yeah, because sadness is a little bit big feeling. Like happiness, like when we feel happy, yeah, there's that moment that we have to feel a bit sad. So sometimes other feelings may be so strong that you don't realize you are sad. So what does sadness feel like? It may change how you feel physically, like perhaps you have a stomach ache or headache, or you can't sleep. means sometimes like signs for sadness. Like sadness may also change how you feel emotionally. Like perhaps you are teary, grumpy, bored, or frustrated, or just like keen to avoid other people. But recognizing your sadness and understanding that it's okay to be sad is a sign of like a stable sense of well-being. And in Islam, it's been mentioned several times in Quran and Hadith and Sunnah. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that he has that dhikr. He was also always saying it. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-hammi wal-huzni wal-'ajzi wal-kasali wal-bukhli wal-jubni wa dala'i ad-din wa ghalabati ar-rijal. This is a very important dhikr that we have to say, because like sadness is existing. Like there is no absolute happiness in this life, because this is dunya, and we will experience all kind of feelings. But we shouldn't keep ourselves deep to sadness. Although it's okay to be sad sometimes, but it's also important to not just like leaving ourselves into that feeling for a long time, because it's like madkhal for shaitan to depressing, being depressed, and sometimes other thoughts like yeah, sometimes it can take you to extreme thoughts like suicidal or something like that, and this is not from Islam. God told us to just like believe in it, believe in that the future or what happened in the past is already distant, so it's okay. It's okay to that this thing happened. Sometimes this happened for a reason, and the events that happens to us, we just don't understand in that moment that it is for our own good. But if you pass that time, after a while, when you look back, you think, yeah, oh my God, that was really good thing to happen to me. But it's just we don't know. At that moment, we just don't realize it. We don't recognize it. So yeah, that's my opinion. That's from my own experiences.
Right. One of the super interesting sentence from Nayera before is that it's okay to be sad, right? Like, because today we're gonna talk about mental health. Kita saat ini teman-teman akan membicarakan tentang mental health, yang mana kegiatan ini juga dilaksanakan oleh teman-teman Islamic Eduhealth yang dibantu oleh prodi ilmu pendidikan agama Islam. And also nanti saya akan memperkenalkan teman-teman dari Islamic Eduhealth. So thank you so much for your kind attention today. And regarding sadness, this is really interesting because Kak Nayera said that, oh, it's okay to be sad because we live in dunya anyway. We cannot exactly like how we can help, happy every time, right? So regarding the next question, what do you think about, can you force yourself to be happy? Like, because yeah, we live in dunya, but can we force ourselves to be happy anyway? Because in every situation, in our lowest moment, probably is the idea of happy. What do you think about the idea of happy in your perspective, or forcing yourself to be happy as well?
Well, in my opinion, it's not like forcing yourself to be happy, but sometimes when you make an act outside, it eventually will go inside in your conscious, in your subconscious also. So whenever you act like you are happy, or you just like try to forget about your sadness for a while, there's that saying that's that concept I always think about. If you're having a glass of water and it's just like there's a little bit of water in that glass, it's not that heavy, kan? if you hold it for a few minutes, it's not heavy. But if you keep holding it for an hour, for 3 hours, for a day, for a month, your hand will be tired. Although it's a little, very, very not that heavy thing, but holding it for a long time, that will make you tired, and your soul gonna be tired too. So you just have to not think about that sadness all the time. And yeah, you can force yourself a little bit to be happy, a little bit, like laugh, try to watch something, maybe something will make you happy, recite Quran, have another activities, because I like having free time, having a free time that you don't do anything in is madkhal for shaitan also. So keeping yourself busy is the best way to forget about sadness.
Right, and regarding sadness, alhamdulillah, because Teh Nayera tadi bilang bahwa regarding sad, terkait dengan kesedihan gitu, kita kalau misalnya kita terus mikirin kesedihannya, tentu kita bakal capek kan, lelah, dan nanti tentu kita akan dalami dalam perspektif Islam oleh Bapak yang sangat luar biasa, Bapak dosen dari Ilmu Pendidikan Agama Islam, yaitu Bapak Cucu Surahman. Kita akan dalami lebih dalam tentang kontrol kesedihan, tentang kontrol stres dari perspektif Islam, terutama di bulan Ramadan ini kita harus bisa mengelola emosi begitu. So I think that you state a super interesting statement about being like a water. You make water as perumpamaan, like water. If we just take it for a long time, yeah, even in the super small glass of water, we can feel tired. But basically, yeah, if we can take a rest, for example, like we can start to realize that we also have a right to rest. I think that it's a good idea for us to, control and manage our stress management. So I think that I can move to the next, question. Is about, do you think that you can be happy in your lowest moment? And I think that what makes you stress the most? What makes you stress the most in that lowest moment? But as a Muslimah, how you can start to face that stress moment of you? And basically every people probably have a different taste or different perspective about what makes you super sad. I think that's the question.
Well, super sad. Oh my God. We'll take it bit by bit, like what the first question was, how can I be happy in my lowest moments? That's it. Let's take it step by step like that. So yeah, sometimes in my lowest moments, to make myself a bit happy, I just like maybe go for walks, maybe do something that I like. Sometimes cooking something, or maybe talking to someone I love. Quran also, reciting Quran, praying, telling my griefs and my sadness to God, talking to God, because there is no one in this entire world will love you more than God. So yeah, when you tell God, for like, even if he already knows what's going on, but just like talking to him, telling him your sadness, cry a little bit, because crying is a good thing. And yeah, that makes you like you're a bit in a ease and relieved. And maybe making someone else happy, that makes me happy. Like when I see someone else is happy, like anybody, my beloved people, maybe my family, someone in the street, an anonymous person, giving something that makes them happy, saying something that makes them happy, smiling to other people, make their days. Yeah, that little things can give you a lot of happiness.
You know, that's very sweet of you. I mean, that's so sweet to say that make the other people happy is also your happiness, and also you say that no one can love us more than God, obviously. Jadi tadi Nayera state beberapa part yang sangat-sangat menarik, fakta bahwa tidak ada yang bisa mencintai kita lebih daripada Tuhan mencintai kita. Tidak ada yang lebih mencintai kita daripada Allah. So, salah satu poin yang sangat menarik dari hal itu tentu fakta bahwa tidak apa-apa kita merasa sedih gitu, tidak apa-apa kita mungkin menangis. Tapi fakta bahwa output lainnya itu karena kita tahu tidak menyenangkan gitu kan, sedih, disakiti, maka makes the other people happy or membuat orang lain bahagia juga salah satu kebahagiaan gitu, atau gimana caranya bisa bangkit dari keterpurukan. And I think it's from your opinion, perspective, your personal perspective, right? Also, yeah. Even we live in a different country, even we live in a different culture, I think that as Muslim, we still have a same perspective about this. Jadi salah satu state yang ingin dibawa adalah fakta bahwa meskipun Kak Nayera ada di luar negeri, misalnya dari orang yang tidak satu rumpun dengan di Indonesia juga gitu, tapi faktanya adalah kita punya perspektif yang sama gitu tentang bahwa Islam itu sangat luar biasa, dengan fakta bahwa Allah itu sangat penyayang dan ya tidak pilih kasih terhadap siapapun gitu, meskipun kita ada di berbeda negara misalnya. And I think that from your statement about crying is actually not bad. What do you to be specific about that? I mean, is that okay for you to cry? Like, as a girl, obviously, as a woman, we can't live in a situation where we cannot control ourselves, especially because of hormonal, for example. What do you think about that from that perspective, from your experience?
Well, this is one of our advantages, actually, as a woman and as a girls, we are emotional more than men a little bit. And being emotional, this is our it's not a disadvantage, it's an advantage. It's okay, for me to cry a little bit. It's not that big issue, because if you just keep things inside your heart, not putting it out, that's make you more sick from inside. And it also reflect your body, like you can get real sickness, and you have to take care of your body because God told us to do that. It's an amana, so we have to take care of it and not letting things inside for a long time. So yeah, that's my opinion. It's not like it's a weakness, no. Even if it's for men, I don't think it's a weakness. Crying is not that like you're weak, you're crying, you're baby. No, not. All these things are just like things people say to just like act like they're strong or what, like something like that. But strong, firm, in my opinion, being strong that you can't cry, that's strong.
That's so deep. I think, I'm totally agree with that. And I think teman-teman yang ada di sini pun setuju dengan pendapat bahwa laki-laki, entah itu laki-laki atau perempuan siapapun, menangis itu tidak masalah gitu. Bahwa tidak masalah jika menangis, tidak masalah jika lelah gitu ketika menghadapi situasi. Tapi tentunya nanti kita akan coba dalami bagaimana kontrol emosi itu dengan Insya Allah dengan Bapak Cucu nanti di sesi selanjutnya. Tapi untuk sesi saat ini, ada fakta bahwa menangis mungkin untuk laki-laki terkesan tidak cocok atau bagaimana. Namun pada dasarnya, one of the most interesting statement from Nayera before, salah satu statement yang sangat menarik dari Nayera tadi sebelumnya adalah crying is not a weakness, Menangis itu bukan kelemahan. Jadi bagaimana kita sebagai seorang muslim bisa menarik itu, bisa menanggapi hal tersebut, tangisan itu bisa kita ubah justru bukan jadi kelemahan tapi justru jadi kekuatan. And probably nanti mungkin akan dibahas ya lebih lanjut oleh Pak Cucu. Okay, I think that we can start to talk about the next question. As an Egyptian, you're in Egypt, then you live outside Egypt, you live outside your country, probably you feel homesick, and so on and so forth. So in your opinion, how you can start to control that, how you can start to control your, for example, homesick feeling, you miss your country, or is that, what do you think about people in Indonesia, especially as the most Muslim? I think that Muslim in Indonesia is really kind, right? What do you think about that?
First, for homesickness, and I experienced that a lot. Feeling homesick. There's that moments that oh my God, I just want to go back for a little bit, see my family, because the most reason for me to feel homesick because of my family. Home is and my country, and home is for me is the family, like the people that I love, and whenever they are, that's home. For me, talking to them, maybe trying the most difficult thing for me that I experienced, just acting okay. Even if when I'm not, sometimes I'm a little bit down, I'm a little bit stressed because of the study, the work, a lot of things that make me stressed. But not showing this to them make me a bit stressed more. Because if I'm telling them how sad I am or how down I am, maybe they will feel sad, and that's what I don't like to. Just give them that feeling. So maybe these moments are a bit hard for me. How to get over these feelings? I think dua. Dua, and talking to God to guide me, and just not leaving me alone, and he never leave me alone, so I'm never alone here.
Right. That's super deep. I mean, your statement before that Allah never leave us alone, and dua is actually powerful, super powerful. We can ask for guide, ask guidance to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, and it's super worth it, right? And I hope we can learn more about the dua, about the guidance to get closer to God. Mungkin kita nanti bisa belajar lebih lanjut juga tentang guidance dan juga doa-doanya untuk bisa control stress management, tentang doa-doa untuk mendekat kepada Allah dari Bapak Cucu setelah ini. So I think that's super interesting, especially because today we're in Ramadan. I think it's a good idea to start to control ourselves, especially with dua, right? And I think that regarding the question before, the next question is how you deal with the stress in itself regarding the culture difference in Indonesia. I mean, is that a big deal? Is that a big deal for you as an Egyptian to live in Indonesia? Or I think, you can explain about that in your experience, obviously.
At the beginning, it was a bit of a challenge because, as I mentioned before, I came here and I experienced life in Indonesia, but it this time is a bit different. This time I am all by my own. Like that at that time there was a guardian and people that take care of me, but this time it's me who have to take care of me. So yeah, it's a bit different and difficult, and managing the life expenses, the food, the people, because not all people will be kind to you, even if you are a foreigner. Like, yeah, you will see good people and not good people. So that's okay, because everywhere there's these two kinds. And how you manage dealing with them, how you like face these situations is the most important thing. Because if you like let yourself feeling that, oh my god, all people are the same like this, no. When you face something like not like your culture, that's okay, because I know we are from different countries and we are from different cultures, and sometimes we will disagree and we will not be the same. And I think maybe alhamdulillah, that's fadl min Allah, that I have that a bit of talent, making people from not liking me to people who loves me. So there's for me there is not such an enemy or such an not someone like doesn't like me, because maybe they misunderstand something I don't know about. So we have to keep connection. Losing connection between us is that makes distance between people. Being clear and talking is the best way to solve problems. Maybe sometimes people will get the wrong idea of you at the beginning, because they don't know you so much. They just like see the out look from you, what you do, but maybe they don't understand why you do these things. So whenever they understand that, yeah, maybe they can defend you whenever you're not here. So yeah, that's how I face problems with with dealing with people from different cultures, not just Indonesian. Like here, there's other nationalities as well. Like because I'm in a foreign community here, I can meet other people from other countries as well. So yeah, this is a good thing to do, because we وخلقناكم شعوبا وقبائل لتعارفوا. So we have to know each other and keep that connection. The mawadda wa rahma, all these feelings, the positive feelings can take the negative feelings from people.
Right. I think that I can learn so many things from Kak Nayera about, how to live like outside our country, outside our home. But tadi Kak Nayera sempat state juga bahwa kita itu pada dasarnya kita adalah diri kita yang taking care of ourselves. Kita juga nggak bisa terus-terusan melihat faktor eksternal and mungkin tertekan, stres karena hal tersebut gitu. And regarding all of those questions that I asked you, is there a certain point like you wanna start to give like advice, not exactly advice, but something like message for many people, especially sangat banyak orang Indonesia yang sedang ada di sini, teman-teman dari Indonesia, and I think that Kak Nayera also already met so many people in Indonesia, and Kak Nayera stated before that how you are it's about you can know each other, keep connecting with each other. Jadi tadi Kak Nayera state beberapa poin tentang sebagai seorang yang tidak memiliki nasionalitas Indonesia, faktanya bahwa ketika hal tersebut ada perbedaan kan ya. Jadi kita bisa saling mengenal gitu. Seperti mungkin di Zoom meeting ini teman-teman, saya terima kasih sekali lagi sudah mau hadir, karena di sini alhamdulillah dibantu oleh banyak pihak, teman-teman dari Islamic Eduhealth, ada Sabita, ada juga Azizah yang sedang berada di tempat lain, juga ada Ridwan, ada Arbi, dan juga ada Fuad, di mana kita juga adalah orang-orang yang memiliki background yang berbeda. Dan Kak Nayera state sebelumnya tadi bahwa meskipun berbeda-beda, kita harus mengenal satu sama lain, kita harus bekerja sama mungkin ya untuk salah satunya, makanya ada acara ini bisa terlaksana gitu. Meskipun acara sharingnya hari ini itu lebih ke acara sharing yang santai gitu ya, nanti bakal ada sharing Q&A versi lebih dalamnya lagi juga, tapi versi yang santai mungkin kalau misalnya dengan bahasa Indonesia pun tidak masalah, nanti bakal saya translatekan mengenai pembicaraan kita tadi tentang mental health, kesedihan, atau mungkin perasaan homesick jauh dari rumah kepada teman-teman dari manapun teman-teman yang sudah datang di sini. So, saya mempersilahkan untuk teman-teman untuk bertanya. Super short question and answer session, Kak Nayera, about our talk show before we start to our next agenda with Mr. Cucu Surahman, whom I respect. So, untuk teman-teman ya yang mau bertanya yang lebih dalam, silakan boleh bertanya lewat chat atau raise hand dengan is that okay, Kak Nayera, or
Ya, silakan.
Oke, silakan. Jadi teman-teman, semoga apakah ada yang mau bertanya kepada Kak Nayera tadi seputar stress, mental health, dan lain sebagainya, atau dari masalah apa ya, culture-nya itu sendiri yang mungkin kita bisa coba tekenin gitu. Fakta bahwa kita di sini kan berbeda-beda ya, know each other, mengetahui satu sama lain, tapi juga right. Oke. Apakah ada pertanyaan? Silakan.
Boleh juga pakai bahasa Indonesia ya, Maulidya, nanti ditranslate ya.
Of course, Bapak.
Sepertinya takut ya.
Iya, Bapak terima kasih sudah datang. Ini ada Bapak Dosen dari IPAI. Selamat datang, Bapak.
Baik, mohon izin, ini kameranya tidak bisa on, jadi sepertinya harusnya saya on kamera.
Tidak apa-apa, Bapak. Okay, before we are listening to the question from Bapak Iman, so I think that I respectfully let Da'i Ambasador for untuk menyampaikan. Mangga boleh pakai bahasa Indonesia, silakan.
Thank you very much for Teh Maulidya Nisa. Actually, I want asking questions about jadi Teh Anissa tuh kan apa sih namanya bikin artikel juga sekarang tuh dengan teman-teman dengan judul Quarter Life Crisis gitu kan. Nah, mungkin pertanyaannya bagaimana sih cara kita bisa memberitahu seseorang ketika seseorang itu tuh berada di dalam kondisi sedang stres maupun sedang mengalami quarter life crisis tersebut. Terima kasih.
That's a very interesting question. Terima kasih Teh Anissa Nur tentang quarter life crisis ya. Semangat ya nulis artikelnya. Well, mungkin terkait life crisis, how to face that life crisis. Is there a certain, Kak Nayera, about like advice, or what do you think about like life crisis in itself? How you face it? How you face that reality? Probably you are in a crisis. What do you feel about that in your experience, probably?
Life crisis, like how big that crisis is. It depends on the situation itself. Yeah. If it's losing someone we love, or losing an opportunity that we were aiming so long for, or having a disappointment. There's a lot of things that could happen to us in life. Yeah, that's possible. And how we face it, they said there's that sunnah is الصبر عند الصدمة الأولى. So whenever we got that patience inside our soul, it's not from ourselves actually. Like having taking it in a good way, it's not from us. It's always comes from our iman and from God's will to us to bear that crisis. لأن for لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها. So whatever happens to us, we can bear that, because God knows that we will bear that crisis and we will cross that crisis. But it's how we do that. Are we going to fall down for that crisis? Like, are we going to let that crisis affect us for a long time? Or we will go back to him and ask him for guidance, for help, to calm our hearts, and it's almost and always going facing that crisis with dua, and having that belief in your heart, deep down in your heart, that everything's happened to you in this life for a reason. And you maybe at that time you don't know the reason, but yeah, you have to believe that it's for a reason, and it will pass, and as everything will pass. But just like, don't let that thing affect you for a long time. As I said before, it's okay to be sad, because we're not angels, we're human beings. So yeah, we will be sad, we will have our heart broken, and yeah, we will feel down and depressed, but we shouldn't let that to stay for a long time. Maybe just like for a moment or for a little bit, and we have to ask for guidance and keep dhikr, la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. It's a key for happiness, actually.
Right. Well, thank you so much. I think that I learned so many things from Kak Nayera about mungkin tadi itu di state beberapa pertanyaan yang jawaban yang menarik banget, beberapa halnya itu Nisa ya. Like how to face that, right? Bagaimana cara face that crisis gitu. Tapi Allah itu tahu bahwa kita itu pasti bisa ngelewatinnya gitu. Mungkin kita buat kesalahan ya, mungkin kita ngerasa agak skeptis dan lain sebagainya. Tapi semua hal itu pasti, it's happened for a reason, kata Kak Nayera tadi, bahwa semua itu terlaksana, terjadi karena alasan pasti alasan yang ada gitu. Jadi jangan khawatir for the life crisis, ya badai pasti berlalu. Dan tadi di state salah satu ayat Quran, Masya Allah sekali, la yukallifullahu nafsan illa wus'aha. Beberapa poin yang intinya kita yakin bahwa Allah itu memberikan kepada kita krisis dalam kehidupan untuk sebuah alasan, dan semoga nanti bisa di state selanjutnya oleh Bapak Cucu untuk mental health and Islam, terutama cara kita buat bisa kontrolnya, terutama ketika Ramadan ini. Semoga beberapa pertanyaan tadi bisa terjawab ya, dan kalau misalnya terasa kurang bisa chat di belakang layar. Terima kasih pertanyaannya, luar biasa sekali. Oke, mungkin saya bertanya dulu sebelumnya to Mr. Iman, are you here? Apakah Bapak di sini?
Ya.
Monggo Bapak.
Sebelum ke Pak Cucu ya, saya boleh bertanya berarti ya. Baik, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi menjelang siang dan Jumat. Ada Miss Nayera Subaih ya. Semoga sehat selalu dan mohon izin off cam ya. Lamanya adaptasi. Kemudian proses proses penyembuhan dari krisis mentalnya. Kalau tadi yang pertama lama proses diadaptasinya, yang kedua lama penyembuhan dari adanya hambatan-hambatan terhadap mental. Mohon ditanyakan ketika seseorang yang tadi Miss Nayera itu berada di Indonesia. Dapat ditangkap Maulidya? Oke, terima kasih. Thank you, Miss Nayera. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Yeah, about that question, Kak Nayera, I think can get several points because also understand bahasa. But if I can summarize the question, I think that it's about how to adapt as a people from from the other country. You are actually live in a different country as an Egyptian, about the adaptation in itself, about to face the life crisis. I think that probably you can explain the statement or the statement deeply from your heart, from experience about that process in itself, from adaptation process.
Adaptation process, right? We want to know the adaptation process. Well, it's divided to several parts, like adaptation in the weather, and adaptation with the food, and with the cultural differences. And as I mentioned before, like for the weather, I'm starting to get used to it because, in Egypt we have seasons. So here, just one season or two seasons, the rainy season and the hot season. And most of the time here in Bandung, it's rainy. It's like, yeah, I'm getting used to it. Like I have to go out with my umbrella because if I leave my umbrella, I know what will happen to me. For the food, I actually cook to myself because I tried to eat the Indonesian food. It's good actually, and it's a good thing to try new food always. But it's just me because I cannot eat spicy food, and here the food in Bandung is very spicy. And whenever people say that it's not spicy, yeah, that's not the time I know that it's very spicy. So, yeah, most of the time I just like buy my own ingredients and and cook to myself, but sometimes, yeah, I eat from outside, but not all kind of food, just like few like satay or maybe apa, soto ayam, soto Betawi. Gitu. And for the cultural differences, at the beginning, there's a lot of things that I know already about the culture, but I wasn't fully aware of that. Like when you read about things in books, it's different in real life. When you learn about culture a little bit before you come, it's a bit different. Like as I mentioned before, you have to expect that not everyone will be kind to you, and yeah, that's human being. And there's things that we do that Indonesian people doesn't do, and sometimes they do things that we don't. So that difference is it's okay, because yeah, we all not the same. As our fingers are different, people are different. So understanding this can help you a lot in adapting in other places, and having courage to not be shy to face these things is an important, a very important thing. You have to have courage to go out and to face problems. And even if you have bad experiences, you just like don't close to yourself and not dealing with it, because not dealing with problems will make more or bigger problems. You have to deal with the problem that you face, no matter how big is it or small is it. So facing things is the key to in the living in general. So yeah, you have to face problems and face difficulties and try to solve it. Try to figure out the best way to solve it. And for me, a smile can fix anything. A smile and a good word will make the monster just like a very, very kind person.
Ya, pertanyaan yang menarik ya tadi. Mungkin salah satunya juga Kak Nayera tadi ngejelasin tentang adaptasinya, proses adaptasi atau apa yang Kak Nayera sukai dari Indonesia, dan fakta bahwa statement tadi yang saya mau garis bawahi tentang ya perjalanan Kak Nayera beradaptasi ya Pak. Jadi sebagai orang yang ada di luar negeri gitu dan tinggal di Indonesia, beradaptasinya dengan banyak hal. Fakta bahwa kita bisa you know, many things can be better with smile. Kita bisa lebih baik jika kita ya bersyukur dengan tersenyum dan sebagainya. Jadi kayak proses adaptasi pun diharapkan jauh lebih mudah gitu dengan menghadapi berbagai macam masalah-masalah yang ada, atau masalah-masalah yang terutama berkaitan dengan mental health itu frustrasi, perasaan stres dan tertekan karena keadaan. Tadi karena statement salah satu proses adaptasi yang tepat untuk menghadapi itu ya with face the reality gitu. Jadi saatnya menghadapi masalahnya, jangan lari gitu. Mungkin itu ya salah satu pertanyaan yang semoga pertanyaannya terjawab, dan terkait mungkin ada beberapa kekurangan dari penyampaian dan lain sebagainya, semoga bisa dipertanyakan lagi tambahannya, bisa di sesi selanjutnya atau melalui kontak Islamic Eduhealth yang nanti akan saya berikan ya teman-teman. Dan okay, Kak Nayera, I think that we have actually we need to stop until 10:30, but because right now it's 10:33, before we are moving to the next session with Mr. Cucu Surahman, who I respect. So there's one other question. Is that okay, Kak Nayera? Okay, Kak Nayera. Oke, Kak said oke. So untuk Najla Kamilia dipersilahkan untuk yang bertanya dengan bahasa apapun ya. Santai aja.
Ya, sebelumnya terima kasih Teh. Bismillah. Permission to ask regarding the discussion earlier. I have often experienced sadness, and maybe everyone in here has it too. But sometimes we are embarrassed to express it, so we bury that feeling. And the question is, what can I think about it? Thank you.
About keeping our feelings hidden, like not saying it to anybody, being ashamed of that. That's your question?
Yes, Kanaira.
So, yeah, as I said, you don't be ashamed of being sad of something, because you have to get consultant for someone, like someone you trust, and someone if you said that to them, they will not judge you, and they will not put the blame on you. You have to have that person to tell, and if you don't have that person, you can tell God about that problem. Yeah, you can talk to him. You can go pray, make wudu and pray just 2 rakaat sunnah, and while you sujud, you can say everything. You can say and tell everything in your heart. You don't have to have a certain language to use with God. So you can speak whatever you want. You can say whatever that makes you sad. And believe me, from an experience, this will help a lot. Whenever you're open to do this, if you are like reach that point of crying and saying whatever you want to God, yeah, you know that at that time he will definitely listen to you and will answer your prayers. Like ask him for whatever you want, and it will be answered, inshallah.
Inshallah.
I hope this can be helpful for you, Najla.
Yes, Kanaira, thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Right, I hope that is, helpful. Thank you so much for Kanaira to give us so many, insight, especially because Kanaira from your country, and for make it deeper, untuk membuat ini jauh lebih dalam dengan berdasarkan Islamnya gitu. Tadi setelah sharing session dan problemnya ketahuan gitu ya, muncul-muncul. So I think that I'm gonna respectfully invite Pak Cucu Surahman for give us materi ya. So teman-teman semoga ya, Bapak, Assalamualaikum Bapak.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Baik, Bapak, terima kasih. Mohon maaf Bapak tadi semoga sesi selanjutnya waktunya cukup sebelum sesi Jumatan. So for Mr. Cucu Surahman, the time is yours. I think that you can start.
Okay, thank you very much, Maulidya. Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah, sayyidina wa maulana Muhammad ibn Abdullah, wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man walah, wa la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah, amma ba'd. Thank you very much for Maulidya and also Miss Nayera from Egypt, yeah. Welcome to Indonesia. You are here in Indonesia, yeah? In Bandung?
Yeah, in Bandung.
Alhamdulillah. Okay. Okay, thank you very much for your time, your readiness to speak here in this forum. Okay, the time is very limited, but maybe this is for enrichment, yeah, for for giving fundament for all what we have already talked about today. Actually, it is true, all of what have been spoken by Ms. Nayera and also Maulidya. That's all right. This is very, very good about mental health, about mental illness, and how we recover all of them. But once more, I want to ask the permission to present my slide, my PowerPoint, yeah, to give the basic knowledge about mental health, maybe in a very short time. What is mental health? Okay. My slide is ready.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, this is my introduction. It is not important, maybe. Okay, and then this is some pictures about my graduation. Okay, what is mental health? Mental health, as we see in this picture, that it is in our mind. So about mental is about mind. What we are thinking about. I think like that. What we feel about. Okay, this is what mental health defined by World Health Organization. Okay, state of being in which every individual realizes his or her own potential, can cope with normal stresses of life, can work productively and fruitfully, and is able to make contribution to her or his community. So if someone is health mentally, so one can realize his potential, can cope with the stresses, can manage the stress. As we know that in our life we have many problems, so many problems. Yeah, we have to realize it, that life is problem. Yeah, if in this life there is no problem, it is not life actually. So it is okay. We find many problems in our life because life is like this. But if someone is health mentally, so one can work productively with and can make contribution to the other people, to the community. Okay, this is mental health. And then okay. And mental health encompasses emotional. This is about emotion, psychological, social well-being that influence cognition, perception, and behavior. So this is about knowledge, about what we think, what we perceive, what we behave, act in our life. So it is very important to have a good health, good mental, yeah, good mental or mental health. We all have mental health. Everybody just have physical health. So we have to think about mental health as we think about mental physical health. And mental health, as we have already said, have mental health is how we are feeling inside, how we are emotionally, what we think, what we feel. So this is about emotion, about happiness, sadness, love, angry, just like that. If we can manage it all, okay, our mental is healthy. But if not, maybe we are in the mental illness, we have mental illness, depression, stress too much, and so on. This is some examples of mental disorder. Feel sad too much, lost ability to concentrate, cannot concentrate, excessive fear, too fear to everything, worry, and feel guilty every time. Inability to cope with everyday stress and problems, excessive anger, prone to violence, often feel helpless and hopeless. So yeah, always give up in everything. Thinking about suicide even. This is the problem. And in Islam, mental illness disorder is synonymous with several bad traits and dispel behavior, akhlaq al-madmumah, such as greed, envy, jealousy, arrogance, emotions. Yeah, akhlaqul mazmumah. Yeah, many akhlaqul mazmumah are now in Islam, in akhlaq, ilmu akhlaq. All of them must be coped, must be tackled in our life. And in Islam, mental health from Islamic perspective is individual inner ability. So one's ability to manage mental functions and creating a adjustment to oneself, others, and surrounding environment. Based on the Quran Sunnah as life guide to the happiness in this world and the hereafter. So we know that everybody has potencies, good potencies and bad potencies, and someone who can manage the potencies to be positive, can be positive to other people, to the environment, surrounding us, based on the Quran and Sunnah. Of course, in the Islamic religion, we have we want to be happy people in this world and in the hereafter. So this is what we call the aim or the goal of mental health in Islam. Okay. And then how to maintain mental health in Islamic perspective. Okay, we know that Islamic teaching or Islam as a religion Islam as a religion, of course, as the way to tackle or to carry out this life, how to live this life well, just like that. Yeah, for this happiness or the happiness in this life or the happiness in the hereafter. Okay, Islamic teaching, there are three pillars: Iman, Islam, Ihsan. We know about pillars of faith, pillars of Islam, pillars of Ihsan, Islamic ethics. Those all can be the problem solvers for everything in our life. Problems, I mean, yeah, every problem can be managed. The formula, maybe the very simple formula is the nearest the one to the God. So the nearest or the more he what quiet or peaceful, the nearer the one to God, the more the one feel peaceful, just like that. I think like that. Yeah. So if we in Islam, if we have good belief in one God, believe you know, in Islam there is philosophy, one God, believe in angels, the book, also Domesday, Qadar and Qadar. This is very important. Of course, if we believe strong, have good and strong belief in diesel, I think we as human being, of course, will have a good tools, good weapon to tackle our problems in this life. Believe in God. This is the key, of course. Yeah, if we believe in God, believe in so it is will be yeah, believe in everything here. Angels, books, apostle, doomsday, qadar. Yeah, we know God very much well. We know God well, inshallah, if we ma'rifatullah, who is maybe we have to know from his names, his acts, his what characters, yes, God's character, and all about God. We can easily tackle our life. It's like that. And also Islam rituals, pillars of Islam is ritual. Yeah, this is the shahada, the salah, zakah, fasting, hajj. Of course, these pillars will help you to solve the problem, to be near to God, and then we can know who we are, shahada, who we are in front of God, and then what is our obligation to God, pray, to ibadah. Yeah, salah is the media, the tool to communicate with God. Yeah, we ask everything to our God. We just like what we say, like in our life today, teenagers just like curcol to our God. Yeah, about our problems, everything happening in our life, we say we talk it to our God. And then zakah also, this is about caring to other people. This is make us happy, right? If we can give everything or give something and help other people, it will make us happy. And visiting during Ramadan, of course, just like salah, Rasul said, kum wa salli fa inna as-salat shifa. Please pray, yeah, pray that in salah shifa'an, just like medicine, yeah, it will cure you. Just like also Ramadan, Rasul said, sumu tasihu, yeah. Please fasting, so your body, I think not only your body, our body, but also our mental will be healthy, because with fasting we abstain from eating and drinking, and it make our what we call our desire will be low, because desire or nafs is from food and water, drinking. Yeah. So if we what we call it abstinence, just like abstinence from those all, so we will be easily manage our nafas, our desire. Rasul said, inna shaitana la yajri majrad dam. Shaitan run in our stay in our blood. So if our blood is managed by good eating, good drinking, so we will be easily manage our nafas, our mental health. It's like that. And also Hajj. And in Islam, we also have ihsan. Ihsan, the third principle of religion. Ihsan is we optimize our rituals, Islamic ritual, our ibadah, ibadah mahdoh here, salah, zakah, puasa, and so on. It is maximized by ihsan. Here, just like tawbah, repentance, asceticism, yeah, just like we keep from haram, and also from halal food. We just try to make it minimize. Sabar, patience, syukur, grateful, tawakal, ridho, and so on. Yeah, sabar and syukur it is very important for our life. Sabar, if we have or we got a problem, so we have to be sabar, patient, to be patient. Okay, this is God's examination. It's like that. And syukur, if we have many blessings from God, so we have to feel grateful and thanks to our God, just like that. This is very important in our life. And maybe other tips, as maybe Nayera also have already said, it is very important for us to pray every day, to ask everything to our God, and zikr, thinking about God, always aware about the existence of God, wherever, whenever, just like that. And then also maybe reciting the Quran, it will help you to become persons, to be peaceful in your heart, your mind. Okay, just like that. So I think as the conclusion that all of Islamic teachings will help you, will bring you to be health mentally. I think that's all from me. Maulidya, if you have a question, please.
All right, thank you so much, sir, for an amazing mental health and Islam education, and also I open, respectfully open to every people here in this meeting to give research your question. Tadi ada Nisa ya, Nur, ada Pak Ima, ada juga Najla, correct me if I'm wrong, tapi terima kasih 3 orang sebelumnya tadi yang sudah bertanya. I respect it a lot. sangat luar biasa pertanyaannya juga. Jadi sekarang kita bakal coba buka lagi sesi pertanyaan. It's more like a materi ya, lebih materi, lebih mendalam ke arah Islaman, dan juga tadi sudah disampaikan poin-poin yang krusial gitu as a basic of mental health regarding our topic today to control our mental health. Jadi silahkan, if there are any question, you can start to raise your hand or you can start to give us a question through the chat box. Feel free to ask in any languages. Silahkan bertanya dengan bahasa apapun. Nanti
I think no question. There's no question.
There's a question from Mr. Iman in the chat box, Pak. Oh, like what happened if, as a Muslim, as a people, we are already, let's say, you pray 5 times a day, but sometimes we still feel, resah dan galau. What is that? Like, so depressed or feel there's so many questions, we cannot exactly like control our feeling. Like, why is that happen? And can you give us a solution about that question, sir?
I answer, Maulidya?
Right. Yes, please, sir.
Yeah, I think because sometimes usually we are doing salah, yeah. We pray, but we don't realize that we are praying. We don't realize it. We don't realize that we are standing before God. We are talking, or we are reciting a dua in our salat. We move our body, yeah, our hand, our head, our our body, and ruku and sujud and so on, because it is important if we want to make our salat effective, can affect to our life positively. So we have to do salat khusyu, right? We have to be khusyu. We focus, we realize, we Al-Ghazali said to our heart realize, to make our heart realize so much about we are thinking, we are talking, we are doing. From that, we realize that God present in our life, in front of us, and then we feel the greatness of God. We feel the exalt of God, the what we call it, everything, the omnipotence of God. So from that, we really feel that we are doing communication with God, that God is very near with us. God hear our curhat, our dua, yeah. We feel so much about that, yeah. God hear, because Allah Alim, Allah Samir. Yeah, we have to believe, strongly believe about that. So from that, that state of being, or that ahwal in tasawwuf, can be brought to our life. Yeah, out of the salah. After salah, we still remember it, that God with us. Yeah, in Allah man, God know everything we are doing. Okay, so the effect of salat is or the feeling that we are seen by God, we are watched by God, is not only in our salat but also after salat. This is the salat that can bring a positive effect in the salat. I think like that. Thank you.
Right. One of the most interesting line.
Thank you, Mr. Cucu.
You're welcome, Mr. Iman. Thank you for your question.
Right. Thank you so much, Bapak Iman and Bapak Cucu, for answering the question. And one of the most interesting part of Pak Cucu's question is that if we want to feel that, feel that prayer, feel everything about praying itself, especially to feel like we are calm in our prayer, I think that we need to start to realize that Allah see us, that Allah, Allah knows everything, right? And we think trying to focus on the prayer, trying to focus on the, the meaning of our prayer, bisa mendalami berbagai macam dalam sholatnya atau ibadah, sehingga perasaan bisa menjadi lebih tenang karena sudah dijanjikan seperti itu ya. Jadi kalau kita beribadah, insya Allah hati jadi tenang gitu. But I think that still need a process, masih butuh proses juga. Jadi kita we're trying because yes, we're human and we're not perfect as well. So we are trying together in this Ramadan, obviously, to start to make everything about our prayer better. And I hope we can, face Shawwal, face one Shawwal, the first of Shawwal, with the better self, the better inner self, and Bismillah. So yeah, I hope we can be better start from now on. Semoga pertanyaan dan jawaban tadi bisa bermanfaat buat teman-teman untuk mulai prepare lebih baik lagi di Ramadan, dan bisa mendapatkan itu kebahagiaan di akhir nanti sekarang. Well, right. Is there any question? Feel free to give us the question di dalam bahasa apapun. Silakan dibolehkan untuk bertanya.
Maulidya, can I add some more?
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. I think if someone really believe in God, know who is God, I think there will be no mental illness, mental disorder. Yeah, this is the formula, I think. So if we really believe in God, believe God now us, will help us, God who create us, Allah know everything in our life. So we must everything, or as we call it, tawakal, yeah, give everything back to Allah. So there will no problem. There will no problem in our life. So we will feel happy. Everything is in God's will. Allah want this. Allah don't want this. So we send it back to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. So okay, so just believe in God. From this, I think this is our homework to learn more, to know who is our God from His name, characters, acts. Yes, because our life, everything in our life is Allah give, Allah acts, Allah actions. Yeah, so Allah action. So if we send it back to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, so this will be easy. It is easy for us to face all problems in our life. So it's like that. Okay, thank you.
Right. Thank you so much, sir, for the addition. Terima kasih untuk tambahannya. I think that's really deep and it's really deep for us, especially as a Muslim in Ramadan, to start to realize and to know more about our God, to believe more about our God. So there's no, hasad in our heart, and tidak ada keraguan dan juga percaya sepenuhnya akan lead kita, akan membawa kita pada perasaan yakin dan lebih tenang, lebih baik. So I think that if there's no more question, because we're so close with Jumatan, Jumat prayers, so I think that we can start to move to the other agenda. So once again, I ask the audience if they have any question. Okay. I think that's enough, right? Thank you so much to every people here, especially Nayera and also Pak Cucu, who already give us so many insight. Thank you so much, Kak Nayera. And thank you so much for Pak Cucu. So I think we are in the end of our session. There's a documentation session. So don't forget for all of people here to fill the link here. I said here on the chat box. Don't forget to fill the form for the certificate and so on and so forth. So let's start probably untuk Kak Ridwan to lead our documentation session untuk membantu dokumentasinya.
Oke. Bagi yang bisa on cam, silakan on cam ya.
Eksplorasi, non itu judulnya. Eksplorasi mahasiswa karakter moderat, Mas.
Boleh mungkin saya hitung 1 sampai 3 ya. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Sudah mau.
Okay, thank you buat Kak Ridwan. And before we end our meeting today, let me share you a super simple and super short explanation about Islamic Eduhealth and also Islamic Eduhealth in itself. It will be super short, so I hope it's gonna wait us. So this is our website. Okay. So this is our website. You can try to open it. Yes, feel free to open it and start to ask, for example, like advice or more, to get more content about Islamic Eduhealth. So I'm gonna explain to all of you guys before we end this meeting about what is Islamic Eduhealth, we make this foundation together. And I'll explain to you guys our technician. There's me, Maulidya Nisa, as a content manager, and also Tasabita and Aziza. And as a public health activist, also including our team founder. And there's Arbi, Ridwan, and also Fuad as an IT consultant. So thank you so much for all the founder and all people who already support us, especially for our very first webinar today. And we will, happily to give you, spread a super relatable lifestyle from Islamic perspective, free consultation, and spread a campaign for mental health awareness and positive information. So if you wanna join us, please contact us on our website, kita di chat box. Saya sudah kirim di chat box, silahkan buat teman-teman yang tertarik untuk join atau ya melakukan webinar selanjutnya dan lain sebagainya dengan Islamic Eduhealth. Tadi perkenalan singkatnya, mungkin untuk lebih dalamnya bisa dibuka di website yang sudah saya kirim. Mungkin itu ya untuk sharing kita kali ini. And for the explanation about Islamic Eduhealth itu. Dan terima kasih sekali lagi for every people here. I hope you guys get so many amazing experience with us. Dan terima kasih. Tadi juga mohon maaf karena ada kesalahan teknis di awal untuk masalah speaker. Jadi saya mengganggu yang sedang mengaji ya. I'm so sorry for that. And I hope we can learn more about this in Ramadan. So thank you so much for your kind attention. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika asyhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Once again, thank you so much to Kak Nayera and Pak Cucu. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Miss Nayera and Mr. Cucu. And congratulations for teams. Ya, Maulidya ya. Izin live. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Terima kasih Bapak. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you Kak. Ya, we can